Hi guys, we're down at Dungeness. It's Halloween 2024, so I've decided to go out and do a solo camp. I've never done a solo camp in my life, so it's going to be something different for me, a new experience and probably a little bit creepy. I'm just going to pick up my tent. I do have a story I would like to tell you. It happened to me when I was young, and it's a true story, and it's creeped me out. Sorry, all the rabbits are running around. It's creeped me out all my life, and I've only just recently started telling people about it, so look forward to that one. Once I get set up in the tent and the sun goes down, I'll let you know about that story, because it's quite exciting for me anyway. You might not find it exciting, but for me, and you can imagine being in my shoes at the time, it was ridiculous. So it's all fun and games. So I've heard there's been a few hauntings in the area. One story was absolutely great, actually, thinking about it. I'm just trying not to trip over. I always remember it. A guy down on the beach fishing, and there's known to be a ghost. He's like an old fisherman type man, because it's like a fishing village, desert. He's known in the area to walk around in like dungaree type trousers, and you know, like traditional sort of fisherman sort of dress, old school. And apparently there was a guy down on the beach fishing away, and he was just getting to a point where he was ready to pack up to go home, and he turned around and see a bloke stand there staring at him. Bearing in mind this is in the dark at night time, not midnight. And anyway, he sat there, he sort of spoke to the bloke a little bit. The bloke didn't answer, he just stood there staring. And he decided that enough's enough, I'm going to leave. Turned around to look at the bloke again, and he'd gone. Well, this guy freaked out, and he's rushed back to his car, and he's jumped in his motor, and he was too scared that he didn't even pack any of his fishing rods up or anything. He didn't fold them down. He ran up to his car, crap in his pants, and literally decided just to open a window and stuff the rods in the window with them sticking out about 6 foot. As he drove off, snapped them clean in half on a telegraph pole. So yeah, it's quite a funny story. So we never know, we might encounter something tonight. You never know our luck, but I'm quite nervous about it, because I've never done a solo camp before, and this is my first time, so wish me luck. Now this place, guys, is the most amazing place in the world. It's so bleak, there's nothing around anywhere apart from the power station. Nothing really grows here, only the one patch of woods we have here, which has a really big lake in there called the Long Pits. But guys, look at the view, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. We've got the new lighthouse there, which is the one which is working, and we have the old one just there. Just to the left of it you have the railway station, the light railway. Yeah, so it's a beautiful place, and we are heading over there. So this part here, guys, I believe was an old railway line years ago in World War II, possibly World War I as well. If you look up there, you can sort of see the indentation from it, and I'm guessing that was the fence for it up the side. And I'm pretty sure this is where a lot of the because a lot of the buildings in Dungeness are actually old railway carriages, and they were dumped off the back, like dumped off the end of the track, I think World War I or II era-ish, and they were like refurbed into houses. So a lot of the little buildings in Dungeness, all these are actually railway carriages they bought. So a bit of lovely information for you. Here's another part of the railway track, guys. You see the railway sleepers on this bit. Very interesting. I need to get moving really and get my tent pitched up, because the sun's going down very fast tonight, so we're looking to go in that direction. So let me get my tent and we're heading now, I think. Oh, it's going to be a very spooky place at night. There's a lot of sitting water down here. I don't know if this is a good idea. I think we're going to head off this way. There's a lot of creepy crawlies and bugs down here, which isn't very nice. Oh, lovely. They're horrendous. Right guys, that's the tent all pitched up, ready to go. How exciting. It's only an old tent I had laying around, but it does me okay. So nice and quick and easy. So we are waiting for the sun to go down now, so I'll just suppose I'll sit here and wait. Cool, you can hear all the birds singing. So peaceful down here, apart from the main road. Does feel a little eerie though, if I'm honest, especially on your own. I mean, it doesn't look much in the camera, but the sun is going down fast. It's quite creepy, if I'm honest. I mean, look at the beautiful cloud formations. Absolutely stunning. Look at that. I hope that's not rain over there, because that would be just my luck. Right guys, so as the sun's starting to go down, it's starting to get a little bit more spooky. It doesn't look it, but there's a lot of flies around there doing my head in. It doesn't look like the sun's going down much, but the good old iPhone has really good sort of light exposure and stuff, so it appears a lot lighter. So right, I think it's time I told you this story. Now, I was about 17 years old, 17. I was on my motorbike, so I had a Suzuki RG 125 Gamma. I absolutely loved that thing. It used to go like stink for a 125. 100 miles an hour I could get out of that on a 125. It was brilliant. Anyway, I worked for a company. I won't say any names or anything like that. I worked for a company, and I was working on a church. I won't tell you what church it was. I was working on a church, and what we was doing was, well, it was me on my own, digging out trench through the graveyard, because we had to put in drainage, because there was you know, there was a lot of flooding and stuff like that, so we needed some drainage in there. So I decided to put in a 4-inch drain pipe with a gully which would take all the water from the roof of the church, and dig a trench all the way down to the dike. And anyway, it was one sort of evening I was there digging along. I dug up a lot of bones actually. I've got pictures somewhere on one of my cameras. I dug up a hell of a lot of bones. I even dug up a jawbone with all the teeth in it. There was like 2 teeth missing, but the rest of them were all still intact. It was quite exciting, freaky but exciting, you know. It's not something you normally see is like a human jawbone. I apologise about that, guys. There's a guy walking around, and I didn't want to be filming in front of him. He had 2 dogs. I didn't want to spook the dogs, so let's get on with the story. So where do we go from here? Oh, that was it. So I was digging up the graveyard, and anyway, the sun's just starting to go down, and I'm digging away, pulling the odd bone out, you know, flicking it to one side, storing them all so we could bury them all afterwards, you know. Anyway, I'm digging away. There's all sheep all around me, you know, all in the field, all free to roam and do whatever they like. It's getting freaky out here now. Yeah, all free to roam, do whatever they like. Anyway, I'm digging away, and I see this guy walk around the back of the church. Now, I looked around and I didn't think nothing of it. It was really close to me, you know, like, I don't know, I would say 20 foot away, something like that. And anyway, I'm digging away, and he's walked around, and he's wearing this cape, right? It's a black cape, and he had like so it was like a hood, a cape that went all the way down to the floor, and he had a big stick with a bend on the end. Anyway, I kept digging away. I didn't think nothing of it, because the church is a church. They dress funny, don't they? They have all sorts of things they put on for different occasions. I didn't think nothing of it. I just kept digging away, and he walked out over the dike and out towards the middle of the field, and he got all the way out there, and he was hanging around there for a little while, right in the middle of the field. There's like, you know, there was nothing around him for, like, you know, it would take him 5-10 minutes to walk in a place where he was out of view. Anyway, I'm digging away, and he's standing there, and he's got a couple of sheep round him, standing there with his stick, just randomly standing there. Don't know what he was doing. He was quite sort of a bulky guy. Anyway, I had a couple of shovels out of the trench, you know, like you do. I looked down, I looked up, and he'd gone. Completely gone. These flies are a nightmare. So I was getting a bit freaked out, and it started playing on my mind. I'm looking around all the fields, seeing if I could find him, and I couldn't find him. I was pooing my pants. I was really pooing my pants. So I decided, I threw all my tools in the trench, I put a board over them, I run to my bike, I kicked it over, and I burnt off down the road and got out of there quick, because I was pooing my pants. Now, about a year and a half ago, I was working for a customer, and I haven't really told anyone about this story. I was working for a customer, and I was talking to him, and we started talking about paranormal stuff. You know, it comes up sometimes, doesn't it? You know, I've got on quite well with a guy, and anyway, we're talking away, and I told him the story, and I went through everything that I've gone through with you guys, and he looked at me and he goes, "You know what you've just explained to me, didn't you?" I said, "What?" He said, "You've just explained the Grim Reaper." And I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "You've explained the Grim Reaper to me." And I was a bit confused. I didn't really know what a Grim Reaper was. I weren't really, you know, I've never really searched them up. So when I got home that night, I decided I couldn't wait to get home and search it. And I searched it, and it was the exact guy, the exact thing that I could see. You know, a Grim Reaper. I mean, the only difference was the stick that he was holding wasn't like a scythe with the blade. It looked like a stick with a bend on it, like a shepherd's stick. But I could have been wrong. It could have been a scythe. Now, doing a bit more research into it, there is a few different Grim Reapers. So you've got, it's not always a bad thing if you see one. So apparently, if you see a Grim Reaper at the bottom of your bed staring at you when you wake up, that means you've been chosen to be a Grim Reaper in your afterlife. That's one. There's a few others, but my one I see, if it was the Grim Reaper, I don't know, but it certainly seems like it. Because the Grim Reaper is normally a sign of death, like, you know, just before you die, you see the Grim Reaper. Everyone knows that story. Now, the Grim Reaper that I see, if it was the Grim Reaper, now, apparently Grim Reapers guard and keep an eye on graveyards for the afterlife. So I don't know how true that is, but that's what I've read up. So I'm guessing, because I'm digging through the graveyard and I'm picking out people's bones and stuff like that, I'm guessing he was there, if it was him, to see what I was doing and, you know, go from there. So it was a very freaky experience of my life, and I've never really believed in the afterlife, and I kind of still don't now, but you know, it's one of them. I would like to see something again to confirm it. So let's get into the camp. Right, guys, it's now 11:15. It's getting a bit late now, so I'm thinking of getting in that tent. It's a really eerie feeling out here, it really is. All on your own. It's dead quiet now, there's no cars going past. Like I say, it's almost 11:15, so it's getting late, there's no one about, so I think I'm gonna jump in the tent and see what happens. So I'll see you in there. Right, guys, we're in the tent. It's getting a bit creepy outside. I thought I heard a few noises here and there, but I'll just put it down to animals, I think, because you know, it's a bit nasty out there. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm gonna, because there's not a lot else I can do, I think I'm gonna get my head down, because it's now 11:30. So what was that? Did you hear that, guys? What the fuck was that? What was that noise? It sounded close to the tent. I've got to go out and inspect that, guys. Got to go out and inspect it. I'll go and check that out, guys. Got to go and check that out, because that wasn't very nice. That sounded a bit close to the tent. Can't see anything, guys. I haven't heard the noise since. Don't know, guys. It's creeped me out a lot, though. This solo camping is a little bit is a bit sketchy, if I'm honest. I didn't think it would be this creepy. I'm trying to be a man about it. I didn't think it would be this creepy. It's very lonely as well. I think that's supposed to be all part of it, but yeah, it does seem very, very lonely. I think we'll go back to the tent, and I think it might be worth going. Get my head down, I think. And I won't get woken up by these horrendous noises. Oh, I don't know what that noise was, guys, but I'm back in the tent, and I think I'm just going to call it a night, because I'm quite tired. I just hope whatever that was has buggered off. I don't know what it was, whether it was an animal or, I really don't know, but that was scary, really scary, especially on your own. Like I say, it's my first time solo camping, and it's a little bit nerve-wracking, if I'm honest. So I'm just going to get my head down, guys, I think. So hopefully I'll see you in the morning if I'm still alive. What was that, guys? Shit. Someone out there. Shit. Oh, fuck. I don't know what to do, guys. I'm gonna have to go out there. Oh, fucking hell. What's going on? Oh shit. I'm gonna have to grow some balls and go out there. I really don't want to. That was... That's shaking me up, guys. That's really shaking me up. I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm gonna have to go out and check it out. I really don't want to. I'm shitting myself. That was... I can't see nothing. Let's put it down there, guys. Oh, shit. Oh, we're going outside, guys. What the fuck was that? Absolutely shitting myself. What the fuck was that? I can't do this, guys. I can't stay here. I cannot stay here, guys. I really can't. I don't know what the hell that was. There's someone here. There's got to be. There's someone here. Shit. What's the time? 2:04. 2:04 in the morning, guys. Who the fuck would be out at that time? Sorry for my language. Who the hell would be out at that time? Absolutely ridiculous, in the middle of nowhere. I'm going to pack up the tent, guys, quick, sharp, I think, and I'm getting out of here. I ain't hanging around here, guys. I've left my tent. I didn't pack it up in the end. I'm sorry about the head torch. I'm not turning that off. I'm not turning the head torch off. I need to see where I'm going and who's around me. Because this isn't very nice, guys. This really isn't very nice. I don't know what the hell that thing was that come down on me. Must have been a person. Must have been. I don't see any explanation. One thing's for sure, I don't think I'm going to be doing this again. I even picked up a big stone in my pocket just in case. I'm not happy. I'll come back for the tent tomorrow if I can be bothered. I don't want to come back here again, if I'm honest. That was scary.